Well, the Lititz Museum has a new exhibit that may just make you think about a refreshing cold one on this summer heat night. It's called Bottoms Up, retelling the town's history of bottling beer, whiskey, and soda pop. News 11's Samantha Crawford stopped by to get a tour.
Bottoms Up at Lititz Museum. No, they aren't serving cold ones, but they do have a new exhibit retelling the history of Lititz's beer, whiskey, and soda pop industry.
It gives a good idea of not only the colonial or early American part of Lititz's history, but what has happened since.
Lititz was founded by Moravians in 1756, and they looked down upon whiskey as a demon drink. But they did let the town have a little fun.
The leaders of the Moravian Church preferred to not have hard liquor. To get around that, they preferred to have beer or ale available, so they did recommend initially that a beer house or a brewery or an ale house be built for the brewing of ale and beer.
Then the prohibition of the 1920s put a halt to that.
The sodas were very, very popular. As a matter of fact, the American Medical Association gave their stamp of approval for the use of Lititz Springs ginger ale to be used in hospitals.
But as we know, the Lititz Springs whiskey did eventually have a comeback.
You know, the folks that lived here, the majority of them originally came from Germany, and they did bring their beer with them, and they did bring distilling. So eventually the church elders did approve for the beer to be brewed here, and eventually the distilling did take hold.
The Lititz beverage industry all flows back to one spot, Lititz Spring, here in the park. It was used in the production of beer and whiskey, and it is still used today as drinking water.
You know, the United States was always very big into distilling whiskey, no matter where he went, especially here in Pennsylvania. As I said, the Germans brought that with them. So eventually it was bound to happen that Germans were going to not only brew beer, but start distilling. So a couple of companies did get started.
Because of the rise of local breweries in the area, creators say there was no better choice for this display. And you may be asking yourself what's on tap next for the Lititz Museum. They say you'll just have to wait and see. Reporting in Lititz, Samantha Crawford, News 11.